Welcome back to the DNX show, and today we're going to be doing our predictions for SMX Playoffs Round 1, aka at Charlotte, as well as MXGP of Turkey. All right, so Doc, we got to do some predictions, man. It's been a couple weeks. Let's give the people a few updates here. Okay, one, you still suck at predictions, okay? Your prediction score here is not looking promising, okay? I added in the season predictions in our totals here, and yours is 107. Okay, not bad.
Great.
Not bad. Mine is 124. So
yeah, we're still catching up.
You're down a lot. You got six total races with 3 SMX and 3 MXGP here, and let us know in the comment section if you think he's going to beat me. Miracles can happen, but I don't see that happening.
I'm down like 20 points. It's fine. I got it. We're making it up. We're making up 10. This for round 1 right here.
That would be insane if that actually happens. I did get 0 points in MX the last round. I got 0. So
yeah, well,
I mean, maybe I have 2 rounds of that. I don't know. That'd be kind of crazy if I did. But okay, but let's go into the bold predictions, all right? Let's go into the 450 class. Also, I guess I would say we'll do MXGP stuff at the very end like we normally do. So just bear with us. Also, hit the like button if you guys enjoy this stuff, all right? You guys need to hit that like button, okay?
Yeah, I'm sick. It'll help me be better. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. It will help Doc feel better. So definitely do it. But anyways, bold prediction for the 450 class. What do you got?
This is a bold one, okay? Listen, Chad, this is how you make up points, okay? When you're down, you got to go for the fences here. Ken Roczen gets a podium in one of the races.
Oh, dude, I actually almost wrote that down, bro.
It's not crazy. It's out there for sure, but it's not impossible by any means. You know what I mean?
Definitely not impossible. I actually like him going into the SMX rounds. He's always good in Supercross. He's always good in the starts. The one thing, though, is like, will he fade on these tracks?
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
No, he won't.
Going with your theme, though, I actually have RJ getting a podium in one of the motos, which he's coming off a very great outdoor season. He had a couple podiums in there in one of the motos. And he actually got a podium at Ironman, which not surprising at all. Supercross, this will be our first kind of tale of what he'll look like on a Supercross track, right? With no Supercross whoops, we get it, but I think he might be pretty good.
He's gonna look great. I think he's gonna look great, low key. I think that's a good one. I think honestly, that's probably more likely than Kenny.
Dude, I don't know, dude. Also, Kenny's a vet, bro. True. He knows how to get those starts. He knows how to race for a podium, you know?
Kenny gets a start.
Dude, if Kenny gets a star and the other stars, you know, are buried, Kenny might win.
Kenny could win.
His sprint speed is insane, so he has that as an advantage. I will let you guys know, though, Eli Tomac flying into Charlotte, which he never posts IG stories, or at least maybe I don't see them.
No, he doesn't.
That's what I thought, and I saw 2 IG stories of him flying into Charlotte with the song Danger Zone, so...
Okay, yes, which was hilarious. You saw him, one of them was a picture of the track, or of a track?
Yeah, I don't know what, I think that was a skate park.
Yeah. I was wondering, I'm like, does he think that's the track?
I wonder if he does.
I went back and looked, I'm like, does Unk think that's the track? Because that ain't the track, bro.
Dude, he might. I don't know, but yeah, I thought that was very interesting. I've never seen Tomac actually post an IG story before, and I was like, that's got to be a first.
Yeah, not like a... one that's not like a sponsored one, you know?
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised. Okay, we're getting off topic here. Let's go to the 250 class. What is your bold prediction for those guys?
Okay, so Seth Hammaker, fastest qualifier.
I like that.
I like that too.
I actually really like that.
His one lap speed's been crazy. He was great in Supercross. He's been fast in outdoors.
Dude, I really, really like that. Mine is a little out there, okay? And a lot of you guys say my bold predictions aren't bold enough. And, well, I think this one is very, very bold, okay? I have an LCQ guy getting a top 5.
All right, well, but
hey, I don't care about who's in the LCQ like Max Anstey.
Who could that be, though?
Max Anstey. That's the only guy that I'm thinking of. Legit, only guy I'm thinking of is Max. But I don't even know if Max is racing, actually. So, like, I don't even know if that's happening. That's bold, okay? Just think about LCQ. That's all you got to think. Or what do they call it? They just changed the names on it. It's not LCQ anymore. The qualifying heats or something like that. I don't know what it is. One of those guys getting top 5. You can mark it down. You can stamp it. It's going to happen, all right? It's going to happen.
That's crazy.
Keep in mind, a couple of the 250 guys that are in the LCQ include, like, Ty Masterpool. Jalik Swoll should have been in there, but he's hurt. You got Dax Bennett in there. You got Max Anstey in there. You got Lux Turner in there. Probably more guys that are below the top 30 in points because, let's be real, some of these guys aren't even racing, so they got to push them up. And so, which also is kind of crazy to me that they don't just push everybody up in the standings to get in and then do another LCQ race. They just take from the LCQ race more riders, which I don't know why they wouldn't just push everybody up. I don't know. But yeah, LCQ, one guy's getting top 5 in the main events. So mark it down.
Nope.
All right, so moving on to our next segment, we got Moto 2 Holeshot. All right, Moto 2, which is kind of crazy to think about because we don't even know anything. Like, we don't know how people are going to start. I know it's a split start, too. And they, wrap around like this, which makes it even more interesting because which side is going to be more beneficial. So
they're doing too much. Let's just be real.
They should have a normal start. Let's be real.
They're doing too much.
Who do you have getting the whole shot in Moto 2 for the 250 class?
I'm boring on this one. I need points, chat. Sometimes you got to swing for the fences. Sometimes you got to... I don't know what that meant. But Jet. I have Jet. Moto... I don't know why it smacked my chest.
I said 250.
Oh, 250. Oh, Deeks. Same thing. Deeks. And then 450's Jet, just so we're clear.
All right, well, then that answers that. You're going super basic. Okay.
Making a couple basic things, couple big, you know, that's how I make my points up.
He is down a lot. Okay, for me, full shot for 250s, I got Joe. Don't ask me if that's a good pick. I think it is. He's really good in starts. They figured it out like towards the end of the year. They figured out their start issue. Will that translate to Supercross? I'm not quite sure yet. And then for 450, I have a guy that's always great in Moto 2 starts, and that is Hunter Lawrence. I think Hunter gets it done. So
I like Hunter this weekend for sure.
And I'll tell you guys a little stat that I saw. I think Mitch tweeted it out. Mitch Kendra, a couple other guys, I think, made a post about it. But Honda is the only manufacturer to win an SMX round in the 450 class. Going back to 2023, it was Chase, Jet. Last year, it was Jet, Hunter, Jet.
That's crazy.
This year, is it going to be Jet, Hunter?
Yes. I think Chase will get one.
I don't know. But, yeah, those are our Moto 2 whole shots. It's going to be very interesting to see how that start plays out. I don't know how that's going to work.
They're doing too much. I don't know why they're doing it.
Okay, so now moving on to head-to-head matchups, and this is brought to you guys by Next Bets, where you guys can actually bet on the head-to-heads. All you have to do is go to the link in the description below at nextbets.com/playdnx to play. And for this week, for the 450 class, our head-to-head matchup is Hunter Lawrence versus Cooper Webb. And
it's a no-brainer.
I think it is kind of a no-brainer as well. And it's, for me personally, it's Hunter Lawrence.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It's not even close. Like,
it's a little bit closer than we think.
Man, I don't think so. I really don't. Not coming off of, he hasn't raced in a long time. It's not Supercross. Like, it is, but it's not. If it was like a straight up soupy race and he wasn't off the bike for forever, I don't know, dude. I like Hunter this weekend a lot.
I think Hunter just has some momentum. I know that Webb is, like you mentioned, he's been off with that injury. And I think that's kind of going to hurt him in the first round. I think third round, I think it's going to be a little bit better. First round, I think Hunter has that momentum going for him. And I do know that Webb's been practicing, so he'll be fine, honestly. But gate drops are a lot for these guys, right? So, like, if you miss out on a bunch of gate drops, your first race coming back might be a little, I don't know, what's the right term I'm looking for? I want to say snooze fest, but it's not slow, I guess. I don't know why I wanted to say snooze fest, but you're just a little bit off of your pace, you know? So I think Hunter would.
You don't even get a top 5.
Not even top 5?
Jet, Sexton, Hunter, RJ, Tomac, Kenny,
Barsha, Malcolm,
Jay Coop.
Yeah, we forget Jay Coop. Jay Coop's #1 right now.
You know, like there's 7 guys that's gonna beat.
That's crazy to think the Supercross champ's not even gonna get top 5 first round.
No, he's not. Not first round. He will by round 3, but not first round.
That's crazy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think he does. I think he gets a top 5. I think he beats 3 of those guys. All right. For our 250 head-to-head matchup, we have Tom Vial versus Levi Kitchen. I think this one's a little bit more up in the air and a little bit closer. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Tom Vial didn't race the last moto, Budds Creek, right? We all know the situation there. Levi Kitchen got 3rd at Budds Creek in that overall. I don't really see anybody having the momentum here, though. Like, yes, Kitchen got 3rd, but like all season long, he's been struggling to a degree, right? He had a couple podiums in there, but it's not the Levi Kitchen we know. Tom Vial coming in. Is he going to be scared to ride that dirt bike on a Supercross track with the shock being failures? Like, I kind of would be. To be fair, I would be kind of scared in a way.
Yeah, but were they having that shock issue in Supercross?
That I don't know. Maybe they were.
Like, wouldn't you think they would just go back to his Soupy setup? That
I would think so. Yes, I would think so.
So, like, my guess is they're running a different shock, obviously for outdoors. So, although I did hear there's just all WP kind of across the board was cooked, but
that I don't know. But like this matchup, I think it's up in the air. And for me, I went with Levi Kitchen. I think Levi will have a better start. I think he'll actually be able to battle with Joe, with Deegan for a little bit, right? And then until those 2 guys pull away. But I think Levi is going to be right there in that mix, that 3rd through 5th right off the bat. And I think that's going to be fun to watch.
So my gut, I had Levi because I think Levi is better at Supercross, which is crazy considering he doesn't have any titles and Tom has 2. But like overall, I would typically lean on Levi and Soupy. It's not really Supercross. And I kind of think Tom's going to be more consistent. So I'm going to go Tom.
If Tom starts behind Levi Kitchen, does he pass Levi?
Yes.
Well, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, I could be totally wrong. We could get Levi Kitchen of old and Levi Barks, right? But I don't see it.
Okay, so going into our placements, this weekend we got 7th place. We're going to stay in the 250 class here. And for my 7th place, I have a guy that's not really we're talking about. We didn't really talk about him at all during the summer. We did, though, in Supercross. And that is Nate Thrasher. I think Nate comes out swinging, gets a little 7th place to start, and maybe that builds going into the 2nd and 3rd rounds where he can maybe get a little top 5, top 3, because we all know Nate is super good at Supercross. This is more Supercross than Moto. I think he has a legit shot at getting 7th or better, in my opinion.
I mean, that's a pretty bold prediction, in my opinion.
I'm just saying.
That's pretty bold. I mean, it's definitely possible. Thinking about this is also bold, considering there's no whoops. I have Jordan Smith.
I don't think Jordan Smith is great in Supercross, even without whoops.
Yeah,
put some respect
but like
on that guy's name.
Yeah, but he wasn't great outdoors. Let's be real.
He was,
and
average.
The track is like, yeah, and the track is like 40% Supercross, and mostly just weird windy turns.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the track design. It's going back for.
Terrible.
I think it's going to be a single file line track where the start is going to be key and everybody's going to be following suit, which 100%. Sucks. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of drag strips. I'm not. I think it just becomes one line.
They're super narrow. Yeah, they're super narrow, and it's weird.
There is a cool rhythm section though in the back, or like I guess down the strip where it's like super long. But how often is people going to make a different rhythm than what the 250 guys are going to be doing? Like Deegan was the only guy doing a crazier rhythm last year, and that was only one guy, right?
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting.
I like that pick though for Jordan. I think Jordan though can be better than 7th. He could
For sure.
potentially get a podium. He did.
Sure.
He did beat those guys in Supercross earlier this year.
It's just not enough Supercross. You know what I mean? Like, I think he'll do well in this section in the stands where there's Supercross, and then when they leave and it's outdoors, you know what I mean?
Very true.
I just feel like,
Jordan, just know that I believe in you. All right, maybe not Doc, but I believe.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's go to the 450 class.
I'm too sick for this.
For the 450 class, who do you got going 7th?
Mookie.
That's what I have.
I mean, it's a logical one. It's either Mookie or JB, you know?
That was my legit thinking. I'm like, it's only those 2 guys going 6th or 7th, and
Like,
I think Malcolm will get it done.
it's like the most probable positions are those guys. Now, you know, if there's a crash or someone, obviously that could shake it up. But I think, assuming it's just a single file fest, Mookie or JB.
That's the logical choice.
Yep.
You can maybe throw in a guy like, say, Ken Roczen, DF, maybe. I mean, like, Ken, it's a bad start. I think he could be right there. DF 100% could. Can we get some clarification on his Prado racing?
I was literally just going to ask you, is Prado racing or?
I have no idea still. It's Wednesday. Yeah. We don't know. When this comes out, we still probably won't know. Also, other guys, are they racing? Like Joey Savacci, Shane McElrath, Colt Nichols?
I'm sure Shane is.
Right? Are those guys racing? I think potentially those guys could creep up and get a 7-2 with the 2-moto format.
Yeah.
So, Justin Hill? Justin Hill's racing. He's 19th on this. He could do it too, right?
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
I mean, who knows what he's been doing? But he's writing songs, arresting people, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. But he
hitting transfer lines.
He got really, really close of getting into getting pushed into LCQ, but he got 19th. So,
I mean, you gotta race it. It's like easy 30K or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah, last place gets 25 instantly. So, it would be fun to see what happens with 7th place and below. I want to see what happens with those guys. Okay, but going into our podium spots, let's stay in the 450 class. And for my podium, I have Hunter Lawrence in 3rd. I have Jet Lawrence in 2nd. And I got the boy Sexton in 1st. I really love what Sexton was able to do at Ironman, at Washougal. We're not thinking about that stupid crash that he had at Ironman 2nd Moto, because he would have won that if that didn't happen. Maybe not the Moto, but he'll win the overall. And I think Sexton has a legit shot at winning this entire thing. We saw how good he was in Supercross. We saw how good he was at the end of Moto with battling with Jet and battling with those guys. So I think he has a legit shot.
He's clearly thought this through, Chat. Clearly. I actually have the same exact podium, but in a different order. I too think Chase Sexton can, and I think he will win the whole playoff series. However, I think it's going to take him a little time to get going. So I have Sexton in 3rd. I also have Jet in 2nd, and I have Hunter for the win.
Ooh, that's kind of bold. I actually really love that.
I think, like I said, I like Hunter. Round 1, I think Sexton's going to get better, and I think Sexton, mark my words right now, I think Sexton will win the 3rd race in Vegas and then win everything. But yeah, I think Hunter's going to get it done.
Do you think Hunter's going to win without a Moto win? Like, go, for example, what he did at Ironman, where he went 2-2? Are you seeing that, or are you seeing like him going like, say, a 2-1?
I think he goes 2-1. I think he's going to win a race.
Okay. Wow. I like that. I really, really like that.
I don't know. I mean, it's bold. Anything's bold if it's anything other than Jet winning. Let's be real.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, going for the 250 class now. For my podium, you mentioned him earlier. I got Seth Hammaker in 3rd place. We saw what he was able to do in Moto, like when he had this illness that he was dealing with under control. We saw what he was able to do. All right, we saw what he was able to do in Supercross. Okay, I think he comes out swinging. You even mentioned him getting a hole shot. I think he does extremely well. Second place, you guys are going to be upset with me. I got Deegan, okay? I think someone else has more momentum than Deegan, even though that's kind of bullshit because he just dominated Budds Creek. We don't care about that.
Ridiculous thing to say.
Go back to Unadilla. That's what we're looking at. I'm stupid. I got Joe for first.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's not like Joe's not riding incredible. So
I think this is what's going to happen. All right. Joe goes out there, gets second place in Moto 1. All right. He gets a great start, but Deegan handles the race. In Moto 2, he pulls that hole shot. He learns from his mistakes in Moto 1, and he wins by 5 to 7 seconds over Deegan in Moto 2 and gets the overall win.
See, here's the thing. Not at Charlotte. Nobody's beating Deegs at Charlotte. This track is like plays right into Deegs' hand. Big rhythm lane, and then it's just a turn track after that. I'm telling,
but we just mentioned
last year.
We just mentioned it's single file, so it could be a problem where he couldn't get past someone. It was
single file last year, but he went from like 12th to 1st in 3 laps.
Yeah, that was very impressive. That was very impressive.
I've been saying it every time it comes up. I've only ever said this about 2 races I've ever been to where Tomac beat everyone by like a minute and a half at Hangtown, and Deegs at Charlotte, it looked like they were in fast forward compared to everybody else. It's insane. And I just think Charlotte itself, you can't bet against Deegs. So, here we go. P3, big surprise, Cole Davies. Big Cole Davy Glazer here, okay? Big fan. Actually, I'm going, and chat, every single time I've gone to watch Cole race, he wins. Just saying.
I want to side note that he wasn't there for Moto 2 at Budds Creek.
I was not there for Moto 2 at Budds Creek. That is correct. So, Moto 1, I was there. He won, brothers. I left a little bit early. He lost. Should have stayed. My bad, brother. And then I have Joe second. I think Joe's hands down the second strongest guy. And then nobody's beating Deegs. Not even close.
I was going to bring up, I was wondering if you had Cole on your podium because I didn't bring him up. And I think he's going to be in the mix, obviously. But, dude, I like the Joe pick, man. I think Joe just is going to get it done, bro. I think he is. But you're so right about Deegan is just going to dominate, probably.
Dude, I think next or round 2, Joe. And then it'll come down to the final race.
That would be very
But I don't think anybody's beating Deegs at although I said that about Washougal.
Look who won that.
And I think everyone said that about Washougal. So I could be wrong.
Sheesh.
I would love to see Joe win.
Okay, so we have MXGP of Turkey this weekend. We have 3 rounds left, and the championships are coming down to the wire, all right? It's a 15-point gap in MX2. It's a 38, I believe, off the top of my head, in MXGP class, MX1 class. So anything, honestly, can still happen, all right? You got 3 races each weekend, so it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's talk about some bold predictions here, all right? For the MXGP class, Doc, my bold prediction, and I don't even know if this is as bold as it should be. Maybe not even that bold. I'm sorry, everybody. But I got Gajser winning a Moto. I was looking at the results from last year, and he actually got second behind Prado. Shout out to the boy Prado. So I think Gajser can get it done this weekend and get a Moto win.
I like that. I mean, I have him on my podium. A little sneak peek. So I actually have 3 different race winners. So the qualifying race, and then each moto, a different winner.
So I actually really like that. That is actually my bold prediction for the 250 guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think for Turkey, it's a kind of a neutral track, I think. It's a flyaway race. It's a little bit hard packed. It's going to be a little bit ruddy. I think it really kind of just depends on the starts. I didn't really watch last year, so I'm not quite sure how it all, like the track layout forms or whatever, how the track forms. But I was looking at the results, and Lucas Kunin actually won there last year. Kai got second. Lingenfelder got third. So based on the history here and how well everybody's doing this year, I think it could go like a Damo qualifying, Kai Moto 1, Simon, Moto 2 or something like that. So kind of agree with that.
That makes sense.
3 moto whatever for mine.
For my 250, and kind of on what you just said, I have Langfelder off the podium.
He's been struggling just a little bit.
I'm just saying.
He did really bad at Arnhem. I mean,
yeah.
He had all 3 starts. He crashed in the first corner. All 3 of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, so let's talk about the podium. Okay, let's say the 250 class because we just did bold predictions here. And I'm going with, for third place, I'm going with a guy that has a little bit of momentum from what he just did at Netherlands. And that's my boy Candom. I think he goes out there and does very, very well. Last year, not so good. He got like 8th. We're going to flip that around and get a 3rd, and we're going to get a podium this weekend. I love what he was able to do against Kai in the sand in Netherlands. I love what he was able to do there and stay with Kai the whole entire race. That was awesome. And I think he's going to keep that momentum and get 3rd. For second place, this hurts my soul, and I hope it doesn't come true. But I got Kai in second place. And for first place, I got the championship leader right now, Langenfelder. And the reason why I went that direction is just based off of history this year, where Langenfelder's had better results on hard pack tracks. And so with that in mind, I'm thinking Kai's going to be there, and he's not going to lose too many points, but he's only going to get second place, and then Langenfelder's going to hold on to the championship for one more week.
I, too, have McClellan for 3rd. I have Sachakunen, P2. Ooh. I feel like that might be a little bold, but kind of like it. I don't know. We'll see. And then I am not a Kai hater, so I'm going to have Kai first.
I did not say I was a hater. I said it hurt my soul, okay? I'm not a hater. Love the guy. But history doesn't lie. Go back to the hard pad tracks. He's kind of struggling a little bit. I hope I'm wrong. For the 450 guys, I'm American. I'm saying 450. It's so hard for me to say MXGP class. I'm saying 450 and 250s, okay? For my podium, for third place, I got Fevre. Going back last year, he didn't do as well in Turkey. I think he's still, obviously, he's the championship leader, right? I think he's still the best guy out there right now, just based off injuries and stuff. I think he's going to kind of just be consistent this weekend and not ride over his head. And I think he's going to end up getting third place. For second place, I have Gajser. I just mentioned that he's going to get a moto win. I think he might go 1-2 to the guy that gets first place here, and that's going to be Lucas Koenen, who goes 2-1. I just realized I'm missing Jeffrey Hurlings, who just won. I'm sorry, Jeffrey, but that's my podium.
So I also have the same podium, but in a different order. My bad, Jeffrey, as well. Thanks for spanning the goggles. I have Tim in 3 in podium. I don't know why I said in 3. In third, Tim Gajser third. Then I have Fevre in second and Lucas Koenen in first.
I like that. Lucas and Fevre are the best guys. I know Jeffrey just won. That's his hometown track. It's a sand track. Jeffrey's great in sand. We all know that. But I think Lucas and Fevre are still the best guys right now in this championship. And Gajser and Hurlings are right there, right behind him, in my opinion. And, okay, so that's our podium. That's our bold predictions. That's our predictions for Charlotte. I'm so excited to see what happens, man. It's the new championship. I will say I am kind of upset, though, all right? We can't watch Friday. I reached out to Mitch, and he said only if you're there, you can watch everybody. They're not streaming it. And Friday has free practice for everybody. For free practice for the SMX Next as well, the future guys, which sucks. I want to watch that. We'll obviously get YouTube videos and stuff, which we'll be fine with at the very end. But
you can just come with me.
I could just do that. Fly out there. I probably won't do that. But it kind of sucks because I wanted to watch that. Even if they live stream it on YouTube, bro. Just do something for us as fans. And then I believe Race Day Saturday, Race Day Live is going to be on there Saturday. So, but yeah, kind of bummed on that. I wish they just did something for the fans for Friday for the online presence. But yeah, that's very true. Okay, but anyways, let us know your guys' bold predictions. Hit the like button. Let us know your podium. Hit the sub button. And we'll be back with our reactions this weekend. So much love, guys. We're out. Peace.